welcome to the No Corona Home Comedy Show. I'm your host, Jimmy England, and like a lot of my comedian friends, I am self-isolating at home because of the coronavirus. Now, there are a certain number of wags, ne'er-do-wells really, who have said that I have put my funny bits in isolation years ago. To that, let me just say, jealousy is not a pretty thing, my friends. There's nothing wrong with my bits, and as my wife will tell you, there's nothing funny about them either. Now, we're doing this show because comedians need to perform in order to stay sharp and fresh. And since a lot of venues are closing down, we do not have that opportunity currently. So this is an alternative for them. Because we want to be fresh, we want to be funny, because at some point in time, people are going to realize that while the coronavirus is very serious, it's not a zombie apocalypse. And when that happens, you're going to need somebody to step out and be funny, and that's going to be us. In the meantime, we're going to give you an alternative to Netflix. But before we get to our comedians, I just want to speak for a moment to those people who have lost money in the current downturn of the stock market. Now, if you have some investment money left and you're looking to try and recoup your losses, there are a number of options that are open to you. One I would like to speak of right now, of course, is this. Now, I am 70 years old and I have never seen an opportunity like this. It has the most incredible upside before people use it on their backside. Just money in the bank, people. And I'm talking 1-ply, 2-ply, 3-ply. It doesn't matter what you buy, you can't lose on this. So I am taking personally my investment money from my retirement fund. I'm taking it all out of my current investment of Beanie Babies, and I'm putting it into toilet paper. And I have got a lot invested in Beanie Babies. I am willing to take my whole portfolio. I'm going to liquidate it and turn it into toilet paper. So basically what I'm saying is if you've got toilet paper, I want it. If you collect Beanie Babies, I've got them. We need to get together and make a deal. Now, I know some of you are probably saying, Jimmy, isn't that incredibly short-sighted? Because there are alternatives to toilet paper. And frankly, you are right. But the bidet is very expensive. You've got to have room to put one in, and you're required to hire a plumber. And that's going to run into a lot of money. And a lot of people are not going to be able to do that. But you're correct. There are alternatives. That's why I will be taking a portion of that investment money and sinking it into this. This is $14.95 at Canadian Tire. It does exactly the same job as a bidet, and it has the added advantage of being easier to aim. Now, this is a 30-footer. We've got this one because there's only 2 people in our family. We don't need a lot of range. If you've got a large family, you probably will need the Super Soaker with a range of 100+ feet minimum. Now, the great thing about it is that it saves water for one thing. It uses a lot less water than a bidet. What you need to do is you have to have your family all coordinated so they're having their movements at the same time. Not exactly the same time. That obviously would not work. I am talking, consecutively one after the other. Then when everybody is done, you just line them up, tallest to shortest, give them a good squirt. They'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy saving water. Everybody is clean. It's a big win-win for everybody. So I would suggest to anybody who is following my investment advice, put the money into toilet paper, but save a little to put into this. Big dough right here, coming down the tubes. Now, I think we need to get to our show because we've got a lot of really funny comedians who are just dying to come out here and perform for you. And I'm going to give you a little further investment advice as time goes along. So Before we get into that though, let's start with our very first guy. And I just want to say, this fella, if you'd asked me 6 or 7 years ago if he was funny, I probably would have said no. But he has proven himself in the last 3 years to be one of the funniest comedians I have ever seen. He doesn't require an introduction, so he's not getting one.
This is President Donald J. Trump, and I have accomplished more than any other president in the history of the United States of America. I've accomplished so much in my 3 years. Looking forward to another great 4 years. Accomplished so much. You know, I never went to intelligence meetings because I got elected without intelligence. So why start now? I know what I need to know to do what I know I need to do. Do that.
Yeah, Vlad. Yeah, I'm here. So how much have you got? A warehouse full? You want to just hold on a second? I'm making a deal on some Soviet-era toilet paper. 2 warehouses full. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, definitely. So what are we talking here, Vlad? 1 ply, 2 ply, 3 ply? Almost 1 ply. That doesn't sound like it would stand up, Vlad. Oh, it's waxed on both sides. Yeah, that would help. That would help, yeah. It definitely would be faster and more efficient, no question about that. I'm sorry, Vlad. Vlad, you're breaking up a little bit there. Did you just say it was 5G toilet paper? Oh, 5 sheets toilet paper. You can only use 5 sheets at a time. Yeah, that would be quite a savings. Yeah. Listen, Vlad, can you just hold on a second? I'm kind of in the middle of something here. Listen, this is going to take a while. So while I'm closing the deal here, why don't you check in on Justin Shaw? Yeah, Vlad, I'm back.
My friend said, "Hey, Justin, we're going to go to an escape room." And I said, "What's that? Please explain it to me." And he said, "Oh, it's where they lock you into a small room and they don't let you out until you solve a puzzle." And I said, "Okay, well, that's great. Well, what's the prize?" "Nothing. They just let you out." "So your prize is freedom? You just get to go home?" "We can do that by just staying home." Which I guess now we can do. It's like we've won an escape room. Think of it that way. But I did go to the escape room a while ago, and it was Escape from Alcatraz theme, because, you know, you gotta have a theme. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, real prisons, they don't like us pretending to escape, you know what I mean? I've never been to prison, a fact that I'm sure surprises everyone here in the apartment. What? He's never been to prison? What? No way. Up is down, left is right. Stop the world, I want to get off. He's never been to prison? No, I've never been. I've never even pretended to escape from prison. Nothing smacks of upper middle class indulgence like pretending to have your rights and freedoms taken from you. I hope I can get out. Wink, wink. You can. You just gotta solve the little puzzle. Also, I'm pretty sure Alcatraz, of all places, isn't that easy to get out of. Gonna take a guess at that. It's not like the guards are like, "Welcome to Alcatraz, maximum security federal penitentiary. You committed double homicide, and you are gonna serve a double life sentence. Unless you can answer me these riddles 3. Riddle the first. I get smaller the older I get. A candle. Correct, dear boy. A diddly-dee. Soon you will be free. Don't know how many leprechauns are in prison, having never been there, but I'm gonna guess a lot. Speaking of prisons on a far island, I grew up in Prince Edward Island, and this is a province that has the most people per square kilometer than any other place in Canada. So that means you might know everybody in a small little given area, but you might also be related to somebody. And I remember I went to church with my mom when I was really young. I'll never forget this. She said, "You see him over there, dear? He's your second and fifth cousin." Second, I said, "Sure, yeah, that makes sense." Because not only could you walk into a room full of people and meet someone you're related to, you could meet someone you're related to two different ways. That's crazy. I didn't have sex with anybody in high school because I was so worried that I might be related to them, is what I tell myself. So if you're gonna get yourself a Tinder account on Prince Edward Island, you better make sure you get yourself an Ancestry.com account as well. I remember my mom and my sister, they wanted to set me up with my cousin's cousin to go on a date. But I couldn't do that. That's just too much, too close, you know? That'd be like our two family circles just collapsing in on each other. Our family tree would become an infinity symbol. And in the middle, there would just be a very confused baby going, "Where do I spend Christmas?" And also, fifth cousin, isn't that just other people? So in a way, I guess we're all family. Like, get out of my apartment.
I hope you enjoyed that because I am a big fan of Justin's. I think he's great. Now, I can tell you, it's official. I have closed the deal on not one, but 2 warehouses full of Soviet-era toilet paper. This is a big deal. It hasn't cost me a dime. In exchange, they are taking my complete portfolio of Beanie Babies. And not only are they giving me the 2 warehouses, they are also giving me some virtual currency. So I will be getting 1,500 shitcoins. Virtual currency, very hot right now, so I'm pretty sure I'm cleaning up big time on that. I have a few details that I still have to work out. So I'm going to turn you over to Lauren Steffen, who has been working on things you can do in your own home to protect yourself against the coronavirus. So Lauren, take it away.
We are in the middle of the coronavirus crisis. I'm practicing some social distancing here at home, being a responsible citizen, protecting myself from COVID-19. It is scary times, for sure, but in these times of uncertainty, it's a relief that there are still trustworthy figures of authority, people with gravitas that we can look to be the voice of reason. I'm talking, of course, about horrorcore rap duo Insane Clown Posse. You know I'm a fan, Jimmy, and I suspect you are a fellow juggalo as well. Well, I for one was greatly relieved this week when I learned that Insane Clown Posse released a statement on the coronavirus. Shaggy 2 Dope spoke eloquently, as always, and informed the world that the reason we are vulnerable to coronavirus is that our immune systems are weakened by not eating enough dirt. And to prove his point, Mr. 2 Dope picked up a handful of very dirty snow and proceeded to eat it. Good old dirt snow, I'm quoting here. Good old dirt snow, God made dirt, dirt don't hurt, pick out the rocks and then it'll build your immune system. That's how you beat the fucking system. So this is what Shaggy 2 Dope and Insane Clown Posse suggest we do to protect ourselves from coronavirus. I can tell you, Jimmy, I've been following this coronavirus story very closely in the mainstream media, in the alternative media, and this is among the best, most common sense coronavirus advice I have heard so far. Our immune systems are weak, Jimmy. They're weak because we're too clean. Everyone's immune system doesn't have enough to fight. There's not enough germs to fight on a day-to-day basis, so when a new virus comes along, we're not strong enough to fight it. When Insane Clown Posse speak, you know I listen. They're a big influence on my life. In high school, my vocal group was called Sane Clown Posse. We sang very tasteful, light opera. Think Gilbert and Sullivan, think Andrew Lloyd Webber. Our makeup was also quite a bit lighter than Insane Clown Posse. You know, the ICP statement put a lot of the statements and press conferences from our so-called political leaders to shame. This is concrete common sense advice for regular people. Eat dirt. So I have dusted my apartment. I've found a lot of dirt, and I am proceeding to eat it. A lot of it actually already is food. Here's a third of a Cheerio. I'll save that for later. I've got half an old olive here that I found under my fridge. That's where the mice go to die. Still all right. It's still fine. And you know what? It's working, Jimmy. So far, so good. No coronavirus in my household to speak of. All right. I'm going to have to let you go. I've got a lot of dirt to get through here. Stay well, Jimmy. Stay healthy. Protect yourself from coronavirus. Eat that dirt. I beg you. Eat that dirt. Build that immune system. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Lauren. That was great. Great advice there. You know, I have had to suffer through the years with a lot of people who make fun of me because I still get a newspaper. But here's the thing. As long as I'm getting my newspaper, I'm going to have plenty of toilet paper. Now, those of you who don't get a newspaper will never understand the satisfaction of taking a strip of this, especially with a picture of somebody you can't stand on it, and rubbing it up and down against your backside. You can't do that with an iPhone, is basically what I'm telling you. This is real satisfaction. Now, I'm going to just finish here with this, and in the meantime, Ryan Sim is going to give you a few other tips that you also might be able to use around your home in case you don't have this on hand.
If you're like me and have IBS and worried about toilet paper shortage, you should do the following. A, use this. You can get it from any bathroom. It kind of burns. B, use this. You can get it right up in your poop chute and it's all good. And C, you can just poop at McDonald's until they shut down. This has been Ryan's Hot Take for Hot Shits.
I accomplished so much. So much. I killed ISIS. That's right. You know, there's a lot of shooting, a lot of blasting, a lot of noise. You know, they stormed that house. You know, normally you walk up to the front door, right? Normally you walk up, you go, knock, knock. Who's there? ISIS. ISIS who? ISIS is dead. And on top of that, you know, killing ISIS, I am now the Chief Law Enforcement Officer. You don't believe me? Check this out. I fought the law and I won. I fought the law. I won. Part of my duties as Chief Law Enforcement Officer, I determine how many years a person will serve for a life sentence.
Oh, hi. Sorry about that Washington thing, but I needed a little extra time. I was performing an experiment to see if sitting on a hot tub jet was as effective as a bidet or a super soaker. And it turned out it is. Might even be better. Might even be better. Did you know that if you sit on a jet long enough, it will give you an enema? Because I didn't know that. I was over at my neighbor's hot tub, actually. They were out grocery shopping or something, and that's where I made that discovery. So I'm going to have to go back and clean it. In the meantime, I'm going to let you listen to Peter Nero. Now, Peter comes across as an angry young comedian, but he's not young and he always sounds like that. So just take that into account when you're listening to him, okay? I got some stuff I got to do.
How you doing? Holy fuck, look at you over there. How's it going? It's Pete Nero again, and I'm working again for Aldo Courier, my cousin's courier company. And, I hope you can hear me. Look, I have to wear all this fucking shit over here because of the fucking corona beer virus. I'm working from home. Well, it's usually what I do when I work for him anyway. I'm working from home, so in a way it's a self-quarantine because that's what I usually do. Now, he was saying, why don't you come out and help me on the truck and help me deliver shit? I said, no, fuck that. I'm working here. You want me to work at all? I'm going to stay here and work for you and answer calls and everything else because it's a mess out there. It's just a mess. Now, you know what? It's crazy. I'm staying home. I'm checking stuff out. I'm answering the phone. I'm having Budweiser because I'm trying to stave off the fucking the coronavirus. So I'm drinking Bud instead. And that's how it is. And people are going fucking nuts over there. People are going fucking nuts. It's craziness. Like, there's nothing being delivered anywhere. There's nothing going on. And people are sending fucking supplies through the courier. They're sending fucking toilet paper. They're sending this. They're sending that. It's going fucking nuts. And I can't believe see, here we go. See? Yeah, here we go. Hello, Aldo Courier. Motherfuck. Hello, Aldo Courier. Yeah, customer service speaking, yes. How are you? Well, I'm okay. I'm taking care of myself, yes. Yeah, how's it? Yeah, you sent something. I know, you know what? Like I said before, everything you send is going to be quarantined for 2 weeks in the freezer that we leased outside of town over there. So, You sent a roll of toilet paper to your brother out of town. Listen, I told you, it's not going to get there till 2 weeks. You got, what? I know there's no toilet paper left because some fuckers are running around hoarding everything and then, there's nothing left. So I'm sorry. You got to call your brother and tell him to figure something else out, wipe his ass with socks or underwear or kitchen towels or, I'm sorry, that's how it is over here. 2 weeks, he'll get his toilet paper. And holy shit. I don't know why people are doing this stuff. Why are you sending shit to... You gotta wait 2 weeks. I went through the same thing before with other people who wanted their stuff. You gotta wait 2 weeks to get anything over here. Look at all the shit I have to fucking wear. I know I'm working from home. I know I'm only answering the phone. But what if the virus what if it goes through the phone and through the cell phone towers and then gets buzzed through the phone into my face? You never know.
As you may have noticed, I'm in self-isolation because of the coronavirus. I took the test and I made a lot of Democrats very unhappy because the test results were negative. Normally I'm a positive person. I like things to be positive all the time. Positive. I believe in that. The power of positive thinking. And this time, it's negative. Negative. And I'm very happy with that it's negative. I'm positive it's negative. Okay, that's it. On top of that, I took the test and I killed the coronavirus. It's true. All you got to do, it's very simple. You can do what I did, okay? Just do what I did, okay, right here. You just take out a pen. You can do this at home. You don't have to go to any emergency center or any hospital or, things like that, All you got to do is take out a pen right here and you draw on the back of your head. Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now, I got my cootie shot. Okay? And it'll keep you healthy. And if you're healthy, remember, you won't get sick.
Just an update on the hot tub. I went over to clean it out and my neighbors were just pulling in, so I came back home. Last I heard, they were just about to go out in the hot tub and they found it. And now they're blaming each other. Part of me feels like I should go over and explain the situation to them, but on reflection, I don't think their marriage was ever that strong. It seems a little heavy-handed, but I think maybe it's time for them to part. I think it's probably really for the best. I'm just pushing ahead something that was going to happen anyways. I think I hear yelling, so I'm just going to go and see if I need to dial 911. In the meantime, why don't you guys watch Mitch Beaudry?
Thank you. Give it up for Jimmy England, everybody. Keep it going. Keep it going for Jimmy. Well, I'm glad you guys came out tonight. I'm glad you weren't kept away by all the craziness. What brings you here tonight? What, a cat got your tongue? Get it? Cat? Because you're a dog? So, who here's from St. Catharines? Yeah, St. Catharines is an interesting place. Because you can always tell the culture of a city based on, the billboards you see, the advertisements you see in town. And there's two that I constantly notice in St. Catharines. One I really like because I find it very positive. And that's the billboard for the old folks' home. And what I like about it is it's always a picture of Grandma and how excited she is for all the new cocks she's going to get in the home. She's looking in the camera like, I like that. It's positive, The other billboard I see a lot in St. Catharines I don't like. I find it very negative. And that's the anti-abortion billboards. Yeah. And I'll be honest, I don't care which side of the argument you're on for that. I just think it's a dick move. Because you can never have a pro-abortion billboard. You'll never be driving around to see a sign that reads, the annual cost of diapers is $4,000. A round flight trip to the Bahamas is $700. Abortion? Not that you should be flying to the Bahamas anyway, because they're probably going to close the borders. Yeah, so has anyone tried virtual reality porn yet? I have. That's my dude. Yeah. Yeah, for those of you who haven't tried it, basically what you do is you get a headset and you pop it on and it transports you to a magical world of all the sex you could possibly imagine. You just look around and it's man on woman and woman on woman and dragon on centaur. You're like, this is incredible. This is what I thought college would be like. The only hurdle with virtual reality porn, though, is convincing the guy at Best Buy that's not why you're buying the headset. Because you can't leave that place without them asking you 20 different questions about what you're doing there. I mean, they're trying to be helpful, They come to you and they're like, hi, welcome to Best Buy. How can I help you? Yeah, virtual reality, please. Oh, cool. You gonna play some games? Yeah, sure, games. Let's go with that. Oh, well, do you need a controller? Nah, I got a joystick. I'm cool.
Not much to report. Apparently my neighbor took an axe to his hot tub, and then his wife called the police, so we have a lot of cruisers out here in the neighborhood. I'm guessing it's all for the best. I guess it's just an example of what can happen when people deal with self-isolation. Sometimes tempers will flare. Well, we're going to try and come back with another show for you for next week. And in the meantime, I invite all of you to please stay healthy and stay away from other people. I think that's good advice no matter what's happening in the world. As for me, I am the very affordable Jimmy England, and I'll be back with my comic friends as we try to keep our funny on. Peace out, everybody.